So Jarrett Allen after the game, interesting comment. He's been dealing with this hand issue, and he said after the game that the hand is bothering him.
We got the soundbite.
Go ahead. Let's play that soundbite.
I didn't feel like I had to score the ball, and we have plenty of scorers that can outscore me any single night, so I trust them to go out and do that. But it's kind of tough having the right hand hurt. It's tough to power dribble and stuff like that. I am confident in my left that it has a close enough ability to match the right, but it's still a detriment.
The Cavs have given you every reason to give them complete benefit of the doubt, but it seems odd that he's playing if he's dealing with an injured hand.
He has said on multiple occasions, I want to play all 82
I understand that,
games.
but that can't be more important than his health for the
playoffs.
No,
I'm with you. You can look at my notes.
Yeah.
Jarrett Allen, by the way, I told you guys when Brad was on,
yeah,
something was up with his hand. You could just tell he was shooting lefty push shots.
Yeah.
And he used to grab every rebound with two hands.
Yeah.
And he had great hands. And now there's a couple bobbles. He's tipping a few rebounds out. That's how Max Strus had a bunch of rebounds yesterday, where Jarrett would kind of tip it out to him. He can be effective. He had a great game last night. The day after Brad was on, he had that monster game where he didn't make 10 of 11, whatever.
Yeah, and he had a monster game yesterday.
Yeah, and he's been really good, but you can tell he's not as comfortable using his right hand in certain situations where he typically would. And I understand that he wants to play 82 regular season games. But the Cavs this season have put all the individual wants and needs on the back burner for the betterment of the team. And for the Cavs to win a championship, they need Jarrett Allen to be 100% healthy, or as close to 100% as he can get. And if that means taking a week off to rest and recover the hand and to heal whatever it is, the tendon in his thumb, whatever it is that's bugging him, Jarrett, 82 games is awesome. But an NBA championship is a lot better. And trust me, in the long run, no one's going to remember outside of you if you played 82 regular season games or not if the Cavs win a championship. They'll remember you as part of a championship team, not as a regular season Iron Man.
I didn't like any of his comments right there. That scares the hell out of me. The hand is obviously vital for his game.
Yeah.
And to your point, we need that dude tremendously here in April, May, and June. And I don't really care about 70 wins. I care about
health.
I care about Allen being healthy. I'm a little bit worried about Mitchell. I mean, sat out last night. So, the only thing that can derail this season, I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
We know what it is.
Yeah, that's it. You guys got to ask Kenny Atkinson about this. I'm going to have to rip the Cavs media right now. Where is Cavs media?
I wasn't in media yesterday.
Well, you're part of Cavs media.
I wasn't there yesterday. I was there, but I was as a fan.
How have we not asked? I mean, where was Fedor? Where was Jason Lloyd? Where are
someone's
these
asked. Kenny was asked. Before, what was the last home game before this? 2 years ago. He asked if he thought Jarrett's hand was bothering him, and he said, Jarrett's a warrior.
Yeah.
He hasn't told me anything about his hand bothering him. He takes it.
Now he said it.
Well, so now I'm curious. Now they're on the road for 6 straight games.
Yeah.
And they're not back home until the end of March, so we'll see what happens. I'm not sure who's traveling besides Fedor.
Yeah.
But I would like to hear from Kenny on.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense for him to be playing with an injured hand.
Yeah.
Him wanting to play 82 games, while admirable, nobody cares. Who cares?
Do you remember which Cav played 82 games last regular season?
No idea.
Do you?
Don't care.
Which last season?
One Cav played all 82 regular season games last season.
I do not know.
It was George Niang.
Yeah, who cares?
It doesn't matter. That's my point. You guys don't remember when it was last season.
I respect the fact that he wants to do it because in this day and age, we're constantly complaining about maintenance days and stuff. All due respect, I love that he wants to play every game. Love it. But he can't do it to the potential detriment of the team when it matters the most.
And I know he hasn't been in the closing lineups lately
Yeah.
with the Hunter and Mobley combo.
Right.
But he's still been crucial to them winning games.
Of course.
And in certain matchups, they're going to want to close with two bigs.
Yeah.
And Jarrett Allen's going to have to play like he did last night for the Cavs to win a championship. He can't be some shell of the Jarrett Allen that was playing at an all-star level for the majority of this season if Cleveland is going to win at the highest levels, if they're going to beat the OKCs, if they're going to beat the Bostons. They need Jarrett Allen badly. And if his hand is not 85 to 90, and we don't know the exact issue with it, and I'm not sure.
We need him for 16 wins.
Exactly, in the playoffs. This is...
Unless the argument is rest is not going to help.
And that's what I said. I don't know what the actual injury is.
Which I don't know how that could be, but I mean, if they say, well, he would need 6 months for it to fully heal, then okay, I guess. But
and we don't know. We simply don't know that.
I can't imagine that just doesn't make any sense.
What did they say is wrong with it? It's just
he heard it on a dunk. He heard it on a dunk against the Knicks. And we have, to my knowledge, we haven't got the exact diagnosis on it.
Tendon issue?
Right.
Do we know what it is?
No.
I thought I heard a tendon. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Because I'm going to go ask Dr. Zanotti about it.
Yeah, exactly. So if it's a tendon, if it's like soreness,
I'm not 100% sure.
Whatever
I
it
believe
is.
that's what it was, but
you got to imagine that rest would help.
yeah.
I don't see how it can't.
Have you ever had a tendon injury? Not necessarily thumb, but in general?
Oh, yeah.
Does rest help tendons? Am I being
Yes.
stupid? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Soft tissue.
Yeah, there's not many injuries that rest doesn't help.
I just was making sure. I'm not a doctor.
So, well, neither are we, but, you've been around enough, I mean, again, I don't want to kill him for it. And,
It's admirable that he wants to play 82
yes,
games.
but I would like to hear from Kenny Atkinson at this point. Like, I get it, he's a warrior. We don't need him to be a warrior. We need him to be a warrior in the playoffs.
So he's played every game.
Not meaningless games against the Nets.
He's played every game this season. I'm curious that now he said that publicly because it's
Yeah.
the first time he's addressed it publicly. I told you
Yeah.
after the game, he kind of just dips out sometimes and
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily
Right.
sticks around to talk to the media and hang out in the locker
He had a good game
room.
yesterday, so.
But he's had a good game. He had the great game against Chicago and didn't talk afterwards
Oh,
either.
okay.
So I guess no, he did talk, but he talked to Fedor because he talked about
I
the
thought you
slow
had said
starts.
that he only talks when he has a good game.
No.
Okay.
But he was on the road, but he has talked.
Yeah, okay.
But now that he said that, it's the first time that, to my knowledge, he's actually addressed it publicly.
Yeah.
Well, can he just give him Friday off? All right, Jared. Now that you've said, and now that you've made this a thing, sit. Like you got to sit.
Give him almost the rest of the regular season. I mean, bring him back with a week to go.
They got Memphis.
The playoffs are right around the corner.
Yeah, they have Memphis Friday, Orlando Sunday, then they're back on the road for a 5-game road trip.
Okay.
Right? Isn't that how it goes? The 16th
know.
is Sunday.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
16th Sunday.
16th
So
Sunday.
they're back home. They have the nationally televised 1 p.m. game on Sunday.
That's a home game.
Home game against Orlando. Then they're back on the
All
road.
right. So Sunday, are you going to be there?
Yeah, I should be there Sunday.
So
yeah.
you got to ask
him.
Kenny
Yeah.
Atkinson about this.
Yeah.
And if his answer is, well, he's a warrior, you got to follow up, or somebody's got to follow up with, okay, that's great, we love him, we respect it, but is it hurting the team if he's not 100% in the regular season because he's trying to play 82 games now?
If we don't have clarity, I'll ask Sunday. That's easy
All
enough.
right. There you go. So, well, we wish Jarrett Allen the best, want him to get healthy. Hunter's sick, I get it, but we need all hands on deck and healthy when the
Hunter
playoffs
was
start.
not there yesterday. He was sick. One thing, we didn't mention this earlier. I should have mentioned it.
Yeah.
Donovan's the most engaged superstar I've ever seen on the bench. He stood
Oh, that
up.
was cool. And he's wearing a Cavs shirt.
He's wearing a Cavs
Or a hockey shirt
It
or
was a
something,
monster
yeah. Right.
sweater, but Cavs colors. I swear to you guys, every single bucket he was up cheering his dudes on. When they were shooting free throws on the other end of the court, I took a little video.
Yeah.
The game's going on, by the way. They're shooting free throws.
Yeah.
And he's out there talking to Darius
Love it.
and coaching guys up. Like,
He's not just there to look good in a
no,
fancy suit.
It was awesome. And just one of those things that from where we normally sit, my dad was in town. His work got good seats, so we had really good
You're
seats
just showing
yesterday.
off that you got good seats.
No,
basically.
because it was cool. It was a cool video of him coaching Darius on the side. Like,
No, it is cool.
it was just he doesn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have to be that kind of teammate, that kind of guy. To see the leadership in live action like that was just really cool. to see.
He's a guy that's engaged and cares. Like there are some players, no names please, that would try to do some of that stuff just so people would notice it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It's not him at all. I mean, that's how that guy is at all times. I love everything about Mitchell, and like we've talked about this a ton on this show. Is he not the most selfless superstar you've ever seen?
Yeah, I mean, he's right up there.
He's up there.
I mean, in the NBA.
Yeah. As selfless as a player you're going to find, as good as he is. He is all
And
about
honestly,
the team.
I want to give him credit, but I have to give like the coach credit and the players credit because it's easier to be more selfless. Is that the way to put it? Yeah. More selfless if you are winning.
Yeah.
Right. And the team is having a lot of success, so it's probably a little bit easier for him to kind of fall in line. But man, now that they've won, I think he understands. He'll do whatever it takes, man. I love it. I love everything about that guy.
Well, and as we talked about this, I think, earlier in the week. I mean, Donovan Mitchell and Kenny Atkinson have great chemistry with each other. And when your superstar and your coach are on the same page like that, it leads to good things. And that wasn't the case with JB. And JB has obviously gone on to Detroit, and maybe he and Kate Cunningham there have a great relationship. And he's doing a magnificent job there. And he did a solid job here. But he and Donovan were not like this.
Nope.
Kenny Atkinson and Donovan Mitchell are like this. And
right.
It helped that they won all these games right away to start the season. That probably helped build the trust between them. But they've got it. They fully trust each other. And when the head coach and the best player on the team, fully trust each other in the NBA.
Are you worried at all that this team hasn't faced adversity? I'm sure that there've been
In
like
terms
little
of like a
moments.
big injury or
It's just anything that has.
I mean-
there's been nothing like we've done the show.
yeah.
Countless number of shows where it's all positive. Like it's a
Yeah.
they win every game. I mean, like
they got crushed in that game by Oklahoma City, and they bounced back after that. But
It's one regular
there's
season
not.
game.
But listen,
The
There's-
worst stretch of basketball
I
is 3
think
losses
there's-
in 5 games.
I think there's going to be a part of me that is nervous about the playoffs because of how bad they've played in the playoffs.
It's hiding right here in the back of my brain. I
Yeah,
don't think about it,
that
but it's
can't
right
go
there.
away. No matter, even if they win 70, I'm still going to have that little fear.
Donovan says it too. And
Yeah.
when the best player says, hey, we still have to do it in the playoffs,
Right.
he's right. And I think it's fair if you do have a little skepticism.
Yeah.
Just because we haven't seen it. And you can say
Right.
it about every team. You can say the same thing about the Thunder. Like, the Thunder are not exempt from that situation.
No.
The Cavs are
But
in
who
the same
cares
situation.
about that? Like,
Well, I'm just saying.
you don't have
all
to appease
teams.
the fans who are all uptight
No,
about when people say this.
I'm not trying to appease them. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that's a natural
Of course
progression
you have the same
of teams.
feeling about Oklahoma City. They
But
haven't
it's
proven
the
anything
natural
either.
progression of teams as they
Yeah.
ascend to the level that we
Right.
think the Cavs can not only reach this year, but sustain for the next couple seasons with Darius and Donovan and Evan and Jarrett all under contract through 2027, 28.
Yeah. I mean, Boston's the team that doesn't have anything to prove. So they're going to get complete benefit of the doubt in the playoffs, which is why they're favored, which is why they should be favored.